Heretics, but he's lost his mid laner. Now Jankos has been chunked at and chased down. Exekick stepping forward, firing all the bursts he can. Mercer's going to be the next target while Evie tries to escape. He turns the damage onto Marcoon, as here comes Certus. Will be able to deal some damage. Flashes away. Marcoon's taken out. Evie looks for another. He can find the 1v2. He's going to do it, not just yet. Evie's now going to be the target of Irrelevant. While that's going on, the tower has been taken out from the bot lane.
The new challenger approaches, though. Irrelevant wants to try and get it onto him. Certus looking to keep him in check. The all-out has run off, which means Evie doesn't have the same amount of damage.
Does he win this? Does he win this? Irrelevant has still got his ultimate available, as well as that flash. Chucks it out and should be an easy shutdown. The man that needs to step up is doing so. Gets that shield, gets the kills, and now Evie is running for his life. Mercer has escaped, and he takes the Hextech out.
I don't know how Evie managed to take that before he got hit by something, but that was the fight that SK needed, and I love the fact that they immediately spot Exekick has Infinity Edge. This is where he's strong, and they go for that engage, catching people out on Heretics. You see it here, Ruby takes that step forward. They know he has no flash from that last fight, and Marcoon pins him down perfectly. As well here, Exekick just backs away that little bit to make sure that he's going to be safe. No real follow-up. Ruby goes in to try and make the big play, but SK kind of expecting it. Everyone steps away, and from this point forward, Exekick is just free hitting the entire time, and there's nothing that Heretics can do between that. So 2 Hex Dragons across. Now, TP from SK towards the top side. They want to make sure they can get something.
No way.
What?
No way!
What?
He manages to take the gate!
Run! It's a little...
Cue the Benny Hill music. Cue the Benny Hill music. Mercer will finally go down as Irrelevant is having a little bit of fun now on the end. Oh, 25 seconds to Baron. That's a smart call. Do SK set up? They've got a 4,000 gold lead. All of the kills from those 2 big team fights accelerating their itemization.
And especially when you have everyone here for SK up and available, this is where now you can start to have a little bit of problems. Certus is going to reset, so they want to make sure that they can finish off the Zhonya's there, as also the Phoenix Conex coming in, and now they want to try and fight back once more against Heretics. Exekick has been playing these fights so well, and now he's got a GA on top of that as well. He can go so hard in this fight.
7-0-5 throughout the course of the game on that Zeri. He's played phenomenally, as the Baron will most likely be secured here. Heretics held in place by that hijacked ultimate. Chain of Corruption slowing down the engage. Irrelevance the target. Bailout by some time, but it's Ruby that's got the damage this time round. That is a gigantic shutdown that will go over to... Ruby gets the 1,000 gold from the kill and the shutdown. 2 Barons removed. And that's all of a sudden SK now playing defensive.
I mean, Ruby. Every time they need him to step up, he is taking over the game. Manages to catch Exekick just barely with a split call coming through from SK. And now, despite the Baron buff, they're the ones sieging.
28 seconds before Exekick is alive. DOS has been engaged on and the tower is disregarded. Evie playing on that front foot. 20 seconds for Exa, 10 for Irrelevant. I think the inhibitor will be taken out. And once again, a swing in 20 seconds on Dragon. They're backing away.
But look where Jankos is. Hold on!
Ruby's gonna get caught out! Emperor's divided by some time, but Certus gets over the wall, knocks them back immediately. Evie is taken out. Ruby is taken out. And SK, they're gonna look for the win.
Heretics split up. They tried to make the big brain play, but SK read it. You can see where Jankos and Jack Spectre were. They're trying to find the flank. SK said no. They're gonna go for the end.
Oh, this is unbelievable. Jack Spectre needs to pull off a miracle in a 3 versus 5 defense. The super minions are pushing into the base, and this has been a bloodbath throughout. 32 kills in 32 minutes, and it looks like more are coming. Jankos has been jumped on and being focused. Jack Spectre forced to flash away for his life. 2 members of Heretics standing as the minions are still up. They are still reducing their resistances, and the Nexus turns are out. The champions are down, and SK Gaming take down Heretics.
SK Gaming step up huge here. Absolutely fantastic. That call at the end to call the bluff of Heretics, catch them in their jungle, was so crucial.
Unbelievable end to the game.
Be right back.
Vito completes the Destiny and the Gate, but it's too late to have an impact. And BDS just find a great roam and a second kill for Nuke.
I mean, Video had just gone for the reset there, thinking he had a bit of time to pick up that Catalyst of Aeons, but unfortunately now again, just that timing window punishing Patrick once more. This is really well orchestrated by BDS. The fact that you got that the Destiny up from Video as well, means that he doesn't have that threat in the map, and it's just great timing. I mean, look at where Video is. He's only just got back to lane. He's now going to shove in. He even got Shield there to cover the wave, and Nuke just utilizing that timing so incredibly well to pick himself up a kill on the backside.
I mean, there was no vision in the river or the jungle for XL. They had, it looked to me like no idea. And Nuke was even on the way. I mean, that little exchange there, trading damage on the plates for the chain of corruptions as well as that final spark. Odo's going to be forced to leap away. The damage from Adam already is just shredding through Odo. And now we're going to go again. Just push this bottom lane. Look for this tower. Another plate secured. Force Patrick back. No flash available for him. Nuke and Shio can hop over this wall in just a moment. And look at the minimap. Xerxes now trying to get involved. Steps forward, and this is just to keep Odo alive.
How do you get involved in that top side, though?
Man.
I mean, that would be a 2-for-1 special going over to Adam, immediately getting both those kills. And now Shio opened up to go for this. BDS, this is so well played, and they're playing it slow. They're not giving XL
opportunities to come back into this game, especially when you look at the Varus and the Jax as they continue to build their items.
And I love that this was the exact example of what actually happens when you try to keep your younger sibling away with the hand on the head, because they find some way of getting underneath your hand and then they just swing for the knees. But here we go, Adam.
Oh, the bleed, tick, 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 and Adam once again picking up that solo kill. He really understands the damage and when to engage. I mean, he committed the flash for that one and worked out flawlessly.
I mean, it's so annoying to try and play against the good Darius, because as you say, they know exactly the ranges, they know how much damage that bleed's going to do. The guillotine going to do so much work as well as you stack up that passive, but I mean, at least it's something back for BDS. Rift Herald is still in the pocket of XL, and for BDS.
And LeBron stays alive. Nuke now looking for the re-engage. He manages to find one. That's another kill for Crowley. BDS, they're turning this onto XL. 1, 2, 3 kills secured. And all of a sudden, BDS control the game. They control the river. They control the Baron.
And Patrick has to run. BDS can turn over. Can Patrick make some sort of miracle play here? Get a kill, get some damage out. I mean, Shio's so low, and I mean, we've seen from Worlds what these empowered arrows can do from Varus, but it looks like Patrick doesn't even want to go for it.
There's no vision. I don't think he knows how low they are. Instead, takes the tower and backs away. And we're in another scenario where BDS's composition, if it's given time, if it's able to skirmish and fight, it shines. Patrick is likely to be run down to find a squishy. He has to deal the damage. Minions have been cleared out from the Nexus of XL. They lost one of those turrets. Inhibitor secured in the middle lane. Crowny sidesteps that piercing arrow. Shot on the straps. Destroys Targamas. Now turns and starts to focus down Odo. He's untouched. He's unstoppable. And it's all of a sudden BDS defending their Nexus. Xerxes, it jumped on the Decimate. Heal is huge. The guillotine interrupted. Patrick dropped as well. Crowny's looking for more as Xerxes and Vito are running for their lives. 50-second death timers. The ace in the hole. Body blocked by Vito. That's a dash forward from Shio. Xerxes gets a small heal from that as Crowny is popped. Crowny is taken down. Now Shio, he's in trouble. He's forced to run away. The Elder Dragon bites hard.
The fact that they nearly turned that with the Elder Dragon says a lot. Nuke, though, wants to go for the end. Look at the size of the wave that's in bot side. If you can get Video, they can look for the end, but Nuke doesn't look like he can catch him. Flash is available.
He's got the flash. He needs to land shot. Not going to be able to do so. Vito steps out of vision. And all of a sudden, we are now once again in a dead, even game state. XL unable to get past Crowny.
Crowny was a beast in this fight. Look at the positioning. He's constantly able to threaten on towards Video, threaten on towards Patrick this whole time. And the second Patrick tries to go in, Crowny knows in straight up just damage, he will beat him out regardless of the Elder Dragon. He tears them apart, but this is where it starts to fall apart. This is where you see these new Maokai builds coming in clutch. Demonic Embrace. Look at the damage on Crowny coming through from just all these little saplings coming in. That's what kills Crowny on the backside.
I mean, those wild cards and those sapling tosses destroying the HP bar. Bloodthirster shield had been burned through. And now, okay, Nexus turret drop. Super minions in the bottom lane, super minions in the middle lane. We are 3 minutes from the next Elder. Baron is up. and all of a sudden the next team fight can determine the game.
And this is where we got to see if BDS can try and step up. I mean, we've obviously had these guys that like Adam and Crownie that have been in the LEC before, but this is where you got to show that this is where you belong. We saw one mistake from Crownie there where he ends up getting caught out by the saplings, but I want to see now against the veteran lineup that Excel are bringing to the table, can BDS show up again at this Baron fight?
As BDS make their way through their own jungle. Look at this. Look at the limited information they've got to work with. Shield, why are you on the top of the map? Why are you away from Elder? BDS, I don't even know if they know what's happening. Are they conceding it?
Yeah.
Are they giving up a second Elder at 43 minutes and investing, banking on the fact that when their backs are against the wall, Crownie may be able to outrange and outdamage everything XL throws at him. This is the Leonidas 300 strat. It has to work for BDS.
It didn't really end well for Leonidas, though, to be perfectly honest, and I'm worried about it for BDS here as well. The poke that you have from BDO, from Patrick, the ability to kind of set up underneath these towers, spread yourselves across the map is going to be so crucial here as they look to take these inhibitors. You already see Onoamne TPing back into mid. You got BDO who can start to chip away at this inhibitor.
Of XL alive. 3 members of BDS. The next focus will be the second Nexus turret. Crownie's going to force to 90 caliber away. No flash, no cleanse. Patrick finds the piercing arrow. Crownie's looking for a target. Can't find it just yet. Multiple minions hammering away at the Nexus. And the 4 members of XL will finally close out this game.
It was a hard-fought fight for Excel. It took everything and more to get them across the finish line, but they will put that W in the column. That was a tense one.
I am exhausted. What a game. The entirety of it.
Them for their introduction. Medivedi, take it away.
Hello and welcome to Medivedi, time for Game 3 and the final 3 games of Week 1 of the LEC. When we wrap up these next 3 games, we will be a third of the way through the regular season, which is a very rapid change of pace. And we're going to change pace quickly as we get ready for the teams to take to the stage. I do like the unified pose.
Yeah, okay, G2's getting a little creative with it,
like
you know.
they were set in chains, but now they're going to break free from them as they get onto their chest.
Perhaps we'll have to wait and see.
His history, because right now it does look like the Zac is going mid, the Karma's going top, and
that does seem that Caps is locked in
the mid lane.
the Zac mid.
Okay, sure, man.
Okay. Are they saying that's what we're cooking right now?
Lamb cook. Okay. Flubber here has been doing a little bit of chemistry. Cooked up something spicy for the mid lane for us.
Okay. I'm going to do a little bit of research into this because I'll be honest, I have not seen a lot of Zac mid recently. But wow, okay, so G2, we always know them as a team that's not afraid to try something different. Coming into this matchup, expectations are that G2 are the heavy favorite. Let's see it here in Europe. Mickey continuing his poke. We'll get binded up.
Mickey does have flash. Hansama can step forward, but you can't flash away from the light binding into snap trap into the 90 caliber net from Corby.
Yeah, the trap is just so lethal in conjunction with the light binding from Lux. Means an easy kill. 1-1-3 can't really do much here. Like already at 2 stacks, but Charlotte's looking for a fight.
Trying to get the damage down. Once again, Caps pulls them back, and 1-1-3 just doesn't have an opportunity to move. Caps now on the chase, has used the Let's Bounce. Deo's stolen his away as well. So he tries to escape from this sticky situation. Should be able to walk this one out back towards his tower. But once again, it's trades coming out in favor of the G2 mid-jungle duo.
Sticky situation. Really bad. Just had to weave that one in, didn't you?
It's Zac, man.
See how many more Zach plans will come up with throughout the game. Yeah, you're
Well,
going to use this as an opportunity.
Don't put me on the spot.
Oh yeah, all the pressure is on now. I'm curious as to how many flubber references you can get. But regardless,
How much do you remember of that movie?
don't remember any
Exactly.
of it. Now, I'm kind of surprised that Astralis tried to force this fight. They're thinking that Lux gets to collapse first, which means they should have the advantage. But look at Caps here. He's just like, you know what, you two stick together, lands the E, lands the ult, completely splits them up. Meanwhile, Yike is just getting free damage onto 113. We will have a brief pause. But wow, this Zach mid doing wondrous work. And it just goes to show how, like, guys, Fnatic's not in the game.
That still works, man. It transcends.
Oh, it does.
It's interdimensional pausing. This pause is actually Fnatic trying to win World Championship in 2026, man. It's just come back in time.
When we do get some more updates as to the cause of the pause,
Yeah,
we
we'll let
will
you know.
share them with you all, of course. But wow, this Zach Kindred, a surprisingly strong mid-jungle duo. You know, often when you think of Zach, he's a champion that, when you have a...
One more auto is enough to get the icebreaker. The arrow connects, but Dayor still able to pick up the kill. Lamb's Respite used as well by Yike to try and keep his mid laner alive, but he just was outside of the range of it.
So a bit over-aggressive there from G2, and they are aptly punished by Astralis, but meanwhile on the bot side of the map, G2 are quick to respond, pushing in these plates, and overall, it is a net positive for G2 because they will get 2 plates in mid. They got another plate in the bot side of the map as well. So while they did get that shutdown onto Caps, and it was a much-needed shutdown for Astralis, overall, G2 find themselves still with a gold lead.
And the thing for G2 is as well, getting that Rift Tower down and taking quite a lot of damage off that tower means it now sits at, say, 300-400 HP. You take that tower and it opens up so much of the map for your team. Finn trying to open up...
Which G2 gets back, flash in from Mickey. I don't know if flash ult makes a difference, but...
Let's pretend it does.
let's pretend it does.
Otherwise, all we've done is highlight the fact he's
I'm
made this-
sorry, Mickey. You just...
Someone's got to eat it today, Mickey, and I'm
All-
afraid you're the punching bag, my dude.
All I'm going to say is, you know, like, you're making it an easy target that you can't hit.
You know who's not an easy target? Oh, that was good, man. That was good.
113 will walk away with his buff, but it looks like that Yike will steal away the rest of the Caps as Caps takes away those wolves. Astralis just getting bullied out of the jungle right now. G2 setting up for the Drake, spawning in less than 30 seconds.
You going for it, Yike? You get it? Oh, he went the wrong way. Dashes back, but the TP gets him out.
The TP will in fact get him out. Wait, Caps,
Look
bro.
at him, man.
Bro,
What is this?
he is
This is
BMing
jam.
Astralis right now.
Zach, I just want to
Surely
say,
he can't kill them all, right? Surely.
Zach with Ocean Soul is like, it's a night terror
It's a thing,
sort
yeah.
of situation.
Here we go.
Like,
He's rocket belting. He dodges. Looking for a Q.
You wake up in the middle of the night and this thing is sitting on your chest and I can't move. I just can't get away from it. Absolutely
comes the
traumatic.
arrow.
The arrow hits Kobe.
Here comes Caps.
Slingshot time!
Never mind.
Okay, Caps. I mean, good job, Yike, but you really baited me with that one, my dude. G2.
It was the threat of Zach, one
Yeah,
could
exactly,
say.
yeah. You're playing TFT as well.
Yeah.
It's like, nice. Just got to round out this combo. It's great. Yeah.
Oh my god, G2 are just going to take absolutely everything. Caps, of course, does have the TP. He wants to make sure that... Looks like he's going to go back and spend his gold, or is he? Yeah, there it is. Wants to make sure that he's got that full AP build. That's a lot of magic penetration. Let's see how much damage he can do. That's a lot of damage! Caps is going to one-shot the support, and G2 are just making fun of Astralis. They're going to go 3-0 on the weekend.
I think my favorite part of this game is when Caps just shouted, "It's flubbering time," and flubbered all over the place. Disgusting here from G2. 3-0 on the week. Definitely looking like the top dogs here in the LEC as they round out an undefeated week one. Astralis yet to pick up a win still. A few signs of life yesterday, but none today, you have to feel, as G2 stomp them.
I would love to know the average game time of G2 this weekend, because it feels like we haven't seen a game go above 25 minutes.
How long was that game?
24 minutes 50.
Add that to 27 and then take it like so. The average game time so far is 27 minutes. That's 54 plus 24 minutes is 70.
It's low.
79, 78.
Okay, so it's sub 30 minutes still.
Yeah, 78 divided by 3.
Damn.
29, because if they want to go in, the third has been secured by Fnatic, and Marin will be spotted. He steps forward. Trimby can come in with the quickness here as well. The flash away, the Glacial Prism. There's the Realm Warp as well, and that's 2 quick catches for Koi. 1 down, 2 down. Timber goes the tree, and Koi go 4-1 up.
A clean collapse from Koi as they're able to split up Fnatic, and they're looking for more. They have their eyes on Wonder. They know he has no flash, and the wave is stacking up. But again, look at mid. Larssen is keeping Humanoid underneath his tower. There is no safety coming to help Wonder.
And the map movements from Koi just make it impossible for Fnatic to react effectively. Huge gold lead now for Shigendo in the top lane. It's going to be his third plate. The Demolish Proc will come through. He is about 1,500 or 1,200 gold ahead, and it's just step after step by Koi.
You have to feel like that the morale is hitting Fnatic hard right now. This play was absolutely massive for Koi. You can see how Humanoid and Reckless, they don't really feel like they can offer much in this situation. Comp's still able to get involved with the fight thanks to his ultimate. Larssen creating the flank. And then Larssen and Malrang with a very quick and clean engage. Trimby really just making the smart choice of not trying to play for the 2v2 in bot lane, instead getting out on the map and leveraging Rakan's engage and pick potential. They have their eyes on Wonder once again.
Wonder trying to defend underneath the tower, perhaps thinking he could do something, puts the barrel down, but Malrang and Shigendo are on the chase. No mana for the Jax, but he doesn't need it. He doesn't even need a real weapon. Malrang would take the kill. Meanwhile, in the bottom lane, Fnatic looking to do something with this Rift Herald. They've taken 2 plates off this tower. Just about now, the Rift Herald will only get them about 1.5 plates, so it is gold infused into Reckless's pockets, but a very diluted infusion, it feels.
We're looking at the gold difference, and if you look at the bottom of your screen, while it is Malrang that has all the kills.
Wait, have you seen this, Rux? He's just going to back. Shigendo goes in on the TP. It was like on a control ward, so Fnatic would have been able to see this. Rux flashes over the wall. Shigendo looking for the chase. The arrow goes to absolute Narnia. Misses by a mile. Humanoid flashes away from the start. Nature's Grasp coming in as well. Shigendo just out of the edge of the Nature's Grasp with the shutdown for Humanoid. His second of the game. A 600-700 gold infusion. I think around that, maybe 500.
Bit of a comedy of errors there,
Yeah.
I feel. You can see Rux was in an awkward situation, but he wanted to help out his mid laner, so he flashes over the wall, ends up missing the arrow, pretty much a point-blank range. But then Shigendo thinks, oh, well, with the arrow gone and with my team right behind me, I can re-engage, but that was a mistake, because the second that you engage, Ashe then makes it impossible.
Trimby can get on the backline here. The arrow's going to go down as well, but Shigendo's already so low. Comp opens up the corners, but the quickness on the backline, it's too little, too late for Koi. Wonder and Razork on the chase. Trimby next on the menu. Larssen flashes away, and Fnatic find 3. They TP to mid to save the tower, and they'll get their third dragon of the game.
And Koi was just far too split up. Fnatic used their Fnatic Death Ball comp, often synonymous with this team of old. It's just so straightforward and so easy to execute. You have the Sivir ultimate, the Maokai ultimate, the Ashe ultimate. You basically just press R and start the fight, and we're going to get a replay of exactly how they do it. They see Comp in mid lane. There's no way for him to come anywhere near this fight. And so they're saying, what is Koi going to do to stop us? Yes, Trimby is in a
TP for TP trade. I expect them to peel off it, but maybe they're going to stick. Sickle twists, Comp gets stunned, immediately cleanses away. Wonder stepping forward as well. They know it's down to 4,000 HP. Reckless going in with the on the hunt. There's Nature's Grasp as well. Razork needs to get into the pit. It's taken by Razork. He gets in, he smites it away, and Koi pay for their folly. They thought they could sneak it, but they just can't get it quick enough.
Razork literally walked up, smoked it, walked away.
Nothing personal, kid.
Oh my word. He made that look easy. He didn't even have his flash up. We're going to get a slow-mo from the observers, but look at this. Reckless pops the ultimate, Razork does the same. Everything is thrown down onto Comp to try and make him as low as possible, but the focus is the Baron. The smite comes down from Malrang at, 120 HP. Razork walks in, and this is where the calls from Fnatic are. Ow, 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 ow. Let's not fight. Let's just disengage. Let's just walk away with our prize. And now Fnatic get gifted a Baron by Koi.
And now they're in a 3,000 gold lead, Very much flipped the script from the early portion of this game. They're the ones collapsing with that Nature's Grasp. It's such a threat with the arrow as well. Shigendo tried to dash away, but it is knocked back into the waiting arms of Fnatic. Able to escape with his flash for the moment, but with the Baron buff, Fnatic are making a beeline for the top lane, looking for this inhibitor. Comp is still in the mid lane, trying to get what he can, trying to get some CS on this Jhin, but for the moment, Fnatic are in the driver's seat.
Fnatic's Comp, we've said it before, I'll say it again, very straightforward.
It's Koi's Comp.
No, I'm saying Fnatic's Comp is just...
Oh, their composition.
Yeah, their composition.
Not
yeah,
their comp.
No, yeah.
Yeah.
God damn it. You're so annoying. Yeah.
There he is.
That's Koi Comp, thank you, observers. Fnatic's Comp is just group up as 5 and fight. Group up 5 and fight. And like they're consistently doing that, right? And now with the Baron buff, it's much harder for Koi to try and cross-map and trade, because with the Baron and with the Poke, Fnatic are just going to tear through these towers so much quicker. Fnatic in a great position right now. You can see how the gold has shifted. Yeah, bit of a blunder overall from Koi. His team, they were so good at being able to generate these early leads, not necessarily through kills, but through map control, where they have
Takes one, he's looking for two, he's flashing forward! Make it three for Reckless! Comp and Trimby can only watch as their team is decimated, and Fnatic claim the Mountain Soul.
Koi tried to attack from every angle, but Fnatic stays strong. They will secure themselves the Mountain Soul. They will walk away as the victors of this fight, and Fnatic is looking to not go 0-3 on the week.
Fnatic faithful, starting to cheer in the crowds. You feel, we'll have another look at this fight.
And keep your eyes on Larssen here, because he's the one that tries to create this flank for Trimby, but then look, the ultimate from Wonder knocks Trimby out, meaning that he doesn't have that access to the backline anymore. It's Larssen that's isolated. Humanoid then does a huge amount of damage, and then Trimby goes to that engage into the 5-man room. There's really no follow-up.
Down Maverick second, and they're just bopped! Absolutely demolished in the mid lane. Koi just fed themselves into the meat grinder that is Fnatic, and with a triple to top it off for Humanoid, Fnatic looking for their first win of 2023.
A dominant and much needed win for Fnatic as they roll over Koi, and as you rightly said, Medic, will secure their first win of winter.
Comp's still able to survive at the end, but great performance from Fnatic after falling behind in the early game. He felt perhaps it was just going to be a repeat of yesterday, but they bounced back, fought hard, and found exactly what they needed to get back into that match.
Like, after that initial play from Koi where they killed 2 around the Raptors on the top side, like, I could feel the morale just kind of drop from Fnatic, you know, especially after 2 very difficult days, a game where you should have won against Vitality and then you fell short, a game where you get absolutely stomped from G2, losing to Koi as well, no
the other side of the studio with Shock. So tell me about playing with him and the bot lane as a whole.
With Rooks?
Yeah?
Well, I think he's like really vocal in game, and he brings like a lot of confidence. Kinda, he's like a rookie, but he's like 30 years old. This is really old, this guy. But I don't know. I think it feels great to play with him, but I think he's not really comfortable on this meta. I think he likes to play more like the Braum, the Rakan, and you can see him shine really much with it. But if you give him a Yumi, like we did yesterday, it's really hard to see him like doing a lot of stuff, right?
We don't like the Yumi anyway. But Razork, thank you so much for the interview. Congrats on turning this week around. I wish you the best of luck with Fnatic for the next week. And Shocks, back to you on the other side of the studio.
Thank you so much. He's not 30, he's 26. Rux, I just went to check. But yeah, you just heard it there from Razork. He's really excited about playing with you, and you probably agree, Yumi, not something you want to do?
Yeah, we don't like the cat.
You don't like the cat.
No.
Do you like cats in
damage,
general? Yeah.
as far as I understood.
That was it, yeah?
I arrow Jhin, and he just cleansed, so my job was done there, I feel like.
Well, actually, real question. Your support Ash, after you use arrow, what do you do in a team fight?
You sit back and press W. You don't even auto-attack. You just W, into W, into W. Don't auto-attack, because just in case you get out of position, might as well just use W.
I feel like
No risks.
it's getting into the same category as Yumi in that regard, right? Yeah,
you
for
could
sure.
say that, yeah.
Yeah,
Just-
maybe.
You have 2 keys, arrow and W. That's it.
Love it.
E, you use it when it's up. You just close your eyes and throw it somewhere. And then, oh, they're not there. Oh, they are there. That's fine. And then you don't use Q.
Oh, lovely.
I love it.
Something that I would be interested in is when you come into this environment, right? And in terms of stepping into this team, I said you have a lot of experience, but it's different than, you know, having played in the LEC for 7 years or something like that. And there's so many names on that roster who have done exactly that, who have had great success. How does it work from your perspective, like coming into this group when it comes to like feedback, when it comes to giving each other maybe criticism about the game, and how do you fit into all of that?
In the beginning, I was a bit, I would say I stood back and just watched a bit what my team knows, because they are more experienced than me, right? So I wanted to see how they see the game, how they do things. And I think now, with time, I'm starting to fit in more in the team and do my role, which I was used to, like being kind of a leader in my old teams. So now I'm slowly stepping into that role, but still there is more people here that also have that profile. And I just want to do my best and help the team and just be vocal as well.
Okay, awesome. We're super excited to have you in the league. Obrigada.
Obrigado.
We're going to head over to a quick break, but when we come back, it is an absolute banger. We've had to wait for it for a bit, but it's going to be great. Mad Lions up versus Vitality. We'll be right back.
Even the biggest champ needs a break.
I won! I did it! I won the LEC! Finally, after all of these years! If it wasn't for my Malzahar in Game 5, I wouldn't be here! But I am! And I won! So screw you to all the haters!
Thank you. I am prepared because I asked people to ask questions in the case of pause like this. Now, I am going to be selective and look to keep it at least somewhat adjacent to the game.
Because you asked that like a few hours ago, right?
did.
Because
Maybe
I've got Twitch chat
did I
right
jinx
here.
it?
I see it all, guys.
All right. One is actually apt. It says, asked. Oh, it's from Mad Lions. Who's the best Belgian on Mad Lions? That would be Niski. Although sometimes I don't know, he like supports France at the World Cup and stuff. It's not very.
That seems sus.
That is super sus. As I look for questions.
Stop falling asleep, guys. No, wake up. Wake up.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Let's,
if we can, we'll get the draft up as well if I get to find relevant questions, because I don't want it to go completely.
Yeah, okay, hold on, because
this is a really good one.
Okay, I'll let you do that.
From Joshua. What macro strategies do the analysts think are most effective to split? E.g. Deathball, Teamfight Comp, Poke Comp, Vertical Jungling, Fit the mark, but...
Can we get the drafts up?
Get those drafts again.
Can we get the drafts up on the screen?
We have 30 seconds before I'm going to toss back over to the intros and the games. So,
okay, we're about to get into the game.
Yeah, very close. So
we could just count to 20 together.
Sure.
1,
2,
3,
4,
7,
5.
No, that's
9,
not the order,
6,
Cage Roll. You
7.
sound like Twitch chat now.
Okay, 0. Let's get into the game.
Yes.
Now.
Meanwhile, Bo's able to kill off Hylissang as well, who went a little bit too deep as they were trying to chase Neon. Neon did fall, so it's a 2-for-2 so far across the course of the trade. Bo going in. Oh! He flash predicts the dash from Kazi. Niski flashes forward again, but this one has about as much use as the last. Niski 0-3, Bo and Perks are dominating.
Wow, that very quickly became Vitality favored. That was 4 kills. Yep. They got 2 in mid thanks to Perks, they got 2 on the bot side thanks to Bo, and the mid jungle just coming up clutch for the side of Vitality. The Mad Lions bot lane were decimating Neon and Kaiser, but Bo was able to very quickly turn things around. Now Mad are trying to use this window to get something back out on the map, but it looks like Vitality's not going to give this one away for free.
Yeah, Neon respawned, went to the mid lane to try and push this out. Perks doesn't have TP, Photon is already up here, but he's being pushed out.
Want to keep the pressure going.
Without standing all the way back. Taking its time, charging up here. He's yet to lose any health.
Get Elyoya
Niski able to take a tower. Elyoya waiting for that flank position. He goes in. Bo immediately knocks him up. The Cullen coming down as well already. Hylissang is just dead. And so is Elyoya. Mad Lions tried to pick a fight, but Vitality were having none of it. Just punched them down. Perks now sitting 5-1 and 2. Hylissang didn't get a chance to heal, to ult to flash in that fight.
Wow, Bo completely shut down Elyoya's engage. The flank looked good, especially with the arrival of Chasey, but it was denied before anything could even start. This will now guarantee Bo the dragon. Chasey looking for something onto Neon, but unlikely that he'll be able to convert it into anything. And the even team, Mad tried to turn the pick into a Baron. There's no way he'll get it, right? Surely not.
Elyoya goes in. And they stop it immediately. Elyoya flashes out. The season of assist coming in. The culling not quite enough. And Bo lands the smite. Vitality for the second time this weekend show that they can stop and start a Baron at will. They kill off the enemy jungler and they get Kazi to boot.
What a beautifully played Baron from Vitality. Even at a numbers disadvantage, the way that they approached the fight, the way that they were able to get that poke down, and then basically say, Mad, we're just going to stall this Baron long enough for Photon to come back alive, TP into the fight, and then with our numbers advantage and the fact that he will be full health while you've lost all your hate.
Very difficult to deal with. Can dash around. Does have 3 items complete as well. Hylissang now joins him. Wild growth a possibility. Elyoya looking for Perks. He'll slide his way back to his bodyguards. Hylissang.
Don't do it again! Oh, he does it again! Perks just one-shots him. The KDA is being padded out by Perks. He'll hit 10 kills. And Hylissang hands another one over.
I mean, that was a Shurelia's.
You know,
That was a play of
what is
the
it?
day.
Fool me once, shame on me. Fool me twice, shame on you. Yeah. The first one I'll give him. He wasn't expecting the damage.
Yeah,
The
but
second one,
he sprinted into it, man.
The second one, he said.
He literally said, "Let me go faster
he literally
towards my
said,
death."
you know that meme? I ain't heard no bell.
The only way we win this game. So credit to him for the thought. Some discredits for the way it played out.
If you don't love Hilly at his best, wait, if you don't love him at his worst, you can't.
He flashed polymorphed, man! I love you, Hylissang! I love you, I hate you, I love you, I hate you! Was it after Reckless or Hilly as the all-out comes out? Chasey chased off towards the back, and now 5 members of Vitality quickly surround him. Chasey will flash across the wall and manage to escape, but only delaying the inevitable you have to feel. Super Minions pushing in the bot wave. The Nexus tower falls. The inhibitor tower up towards the top side. The next target for Vitality. An 8,000 gold lead. Vitality still very healthy as they go towards the inhibitor tower. They will take it. Mid lane, they want to try and play. It's rooted for days. Up next is Kazi. Hylissang 2. Only Chasey is chased away. But the True Shot Barrage dash. Photon, how many more dashes you got? Not enough. Perks will take it instead. Vitality in dominant fashion end out the week undefeated and join G2 at the top of the table.
A 3-0 week for Perks' new team. He wanted to keep the expectations low. He wanted to make sure that people didn't overhype this new roster, but can we be hyped now?
I think we can be hyped,
3-0. This team is delivering. And how can we not be impressed with this mid-jungle
5
duo?
p.m. for a 15-minute ready check. More info about that this week, of course. And don't forget, you can also catch week 1 of the LCS. That's going to start on Central European time of 11 p.m. on Thursday and Friday. So let's take a photo.
Selfie, PGL selfie.
I don't know if we ever had a PGL selfie with Neon, actually.
My mic boxes
Maybe
are
not.
falling off. You're a tall man, very handsome as well. I love the hair. Your shirt just electrocuted me. Maybe it's because Vitality.
Yeah, Neon is also giving you compliments by your casting.
I know, he's such a kind boy,
Super
isn't he?
nice. Good vibes overall.
Yeah.
Sorry I said that. It's embarrassing. Maybe you don't want people to know that.
That he likes me.
Yeah, maybe. All right. Good vibes. Good night, everyone. And we'll see you next week, Saturday.